Right guys, here we are, another week. It's now Tuesday. Now in my first field of wheat on the 15th of July. It's the first time I've ever baled it wheat that early. So yeah, I've just got to the field, I just put the name in and everything. I'm now going to fire up the PTO, so we give it a few revs. Then we hit the start of the PTO. Cue coming to action. Then we press number 2. It's handy now I know what the button's doing it. So yeah, and then the pickup is on this blue lever here. Just that forward, let that down. Then off we go. What speed will be going? Looking at it, probably about, it's about a 25 foot cut, John Deere's the hill trolley. So yeah, let's see what we're going. There doesn't look too bad a straw. I'm not sure if it's a straw walker or if it's a thing, I really don't know. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. Yeah, so week has begun, 10:30 on the 15th of July. Sometimes it's been 15th of August before we started. And I've now got my camera installed so I can see what's going on. Yep, so let's go and see how we get on. Here we are, we're going now, and this is a nice change from the barley I was doing. Really good straw, nice thick swaths. A load of guys over here, he's just got here, stacked about 12 bales up. So they're going at central speed. We are going around about 10k. I've got the thing set at 9.8k, it's got it set at. But no, it is nice to be going central speed instead of charging around. I mean, last Saturday I did a field, 95 acres I think it was, and I got 44 hestons off it. In the worst part of the field, I think it was nearly 15 minutes before I made a bale. It was absolutely terrible. Yeah, no, but this is nice sweet straw, and the combine's on the next, I don't know if you can see him, he's up the top of the next field over there. He'll be finished in there before I finished here. Whether that'll be dry enough, I don't know. The moisture is dry enough. I've got problems with the moisture meter at work, and then it'll cut out. I think there's some dodgy connection somewhere, but sometimes I have had it working. It's been like that in between 6, 8, 10%, so that's absolutely fine. So it's nice to be definitely nice to be not charging along at ridiculous speeds, because on Saturday I was going as fast as I could to, if you go any faster the pickup wouldn't pick it up. I got up to 21k, any faster than 21k it would not pick the straw up, it was leaving it behind. So yeah, but that is silly fast. And that was a 35 foot cut as well, that wasn't a tiny little combat, that was a 35 foot cut. Now I'm behind, I'm not sure what this is, 25 foot cut, I'm really not sure. I think it's something like that, 7.5 meters, something like that I think. So yeah, nice to be making good progress. Sharp and early, but not that. I think the spines are not in there. It's raining. We're going to have the problems with the baler I showed you earlier, and then got the parts, so I've got to go tomorrow to get them. So I went and got the other baler and put it on the, I've got it on the 270 now. This on the other, not my 270, the other 270. My tractor's still on the drill and around taking it off. Came back, I don't know what we've done. 36 bales, and it's pouring with rain now, so yeah, I've had to stop. I think he's got 4 more bales to stand up, so then we'll have to go home, mate, with this pouring rain. Here's the new part we've had to have. Well, that's part of the new part. We're now going to put that back in here. I'll ask you how much it is. To be honest, at the moment I'm not 100% sure myself, so that'll also be, you have to wait till next week's video to work out what it is, but that ain't cheap. That ain't cheap. So anyway, we're now going to put that back in there. That ruined that, and it also ruined the shaft off the other end. We had to change both ends of that. So all right, here we are, stacking round bales. 2 of us out today, standing up the bales. Well, we're not standing up, putting them in packs for the trailer when we come and collect them. Well, when someone comes and collects them later. So when I'm close to the things, I only do 2. When I go a distance, I can get 6. It takes longer to stack them when you do 6, but when you're going a bit of a distance, it makes more sense. So at the moment, the bales are quite close to where we are, so I'm only doing 2 at a time. Right. put 6 bales, 222 like that. You go in like this, drop it down, push it down, make sure it's tight on the bales, then put the tines in, and then it should lift the whole lot up like that. You see it twisting around. There's a bit of a gap at the bottom, but that won't hurt at all. That'll sort out when I put it back down. Then you crowd it right round, pull the boom back in, and then drive across the stack. You have to drive steady because they're not too bad, but just have to be steady, which is why you only do it when you're going a distance, because there's no point doing it when you're going close because you're not going far. Alright, we now come up to, we've got the bales, so we've just got to swing it to the right position and tip it over. They normally hold on pretty well. Probably now I'm filming they all fall off, but yeah, they're good. Put it like that, and then lift out. They're all in roughly the right place. Then you just give them a gentle tap on the end. If you try and push them in too far in the first place, and you get a spot on the bales, rest on top of the next ones along, so they just come back behind, and then just give it a gentle push, so you close the gap up in the middle there. There we go. So that's it, and now I've just got these two to move to that side there. So pick them up like that, pick them two up. That's why the fact there was a gap in there I wasn't too worried about. Okay, here. Then come in here, you just have to be careful on the... Normally I go from left to right, so you can see you're that side of things, so you can see what's going on. Just to be careful you don't put the bale on top of the next one and damage it. There we go. Right, that's another load ready. Right, I think I've got one more stack left to do behind me. Alright, here I am again out baling. It's now a Friday afternoon, talking thunderstorms early tomorrow morning, so we're out doing this wheat, yeah, well into wheat now. About me 300 HD on the same field as the combine. Combine's over there, guy's stacking's just in front of him. Trailer's here. Yeah, there's a lot of activity going on in this field. Yeah, I'm following, today I'm following a 35-foot Lexion. There he is, make the turn. Trying to get in the right place. Oh, I finished one field, now on the second field. Combine's just unloading the trailer. Yeah, we're on the first way around. The load is just filling up stacking up the bales on the last field, we've got a few left. Right, here we are, now pushing into the evening night. It's now about just gone 11, I think. The guy's up there in front of me and the loader, I don't know if you can see on the lights over there. The combine is over here somewhere and the tractor and trailer is over there. Yeah, I'm trying to beat this rain. Yeah, I'm in the 300 and man, it is so quiet in here. It is so quiet. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Very quiet and it's hand comfort. It's really comfortable as well. It's not as quiet. I've obviously got the screen and everything's now all on the screen. You can't even put your light up the top. Used to be up the top here. Used to have your lights to put on. That was far easier there. Now you have to go in the screen, go through about 3 screens to get to the light. So yeah, it's not exactly great. But anyway, new technology for you, isn't it? Alright, here we are. Now on the last row. It is now almost 11:30. That didn't take as long as I thought. But there's still several bales up there we've got to stand up. So I have to go and get obviously got one guy here on the loader. I'll take this back to the farm and grab the other loader because we're not far down the road. And then we can get this lot all stood up. and then get home before the rain comes, the storms come, or whatever's coming in the early hours of tomorrow morning. Morning guys, the shear bolt sleeve on the baler's going to see it's split there. So I've just spent the last half an hour trying to get out. That was well tight, but I finally got it out. You put a bolt in and bang it out like that. So it's a new sleeve to put in. There's another question for you. How much do you reckon it is? Yeah, how much do you reckon that is? It's an the bolt that goes in there is one of these. One of these. That is a 19mm head, or 3/4, because this is imperial in it. That goes in there, and then that goes on there, and then that I've got to bang that in that hole there. So yeah, how much do you reckon this sleeve was? Bearing in mind this is off a Massey Ferguson baler. So what do you reckon that is? Yeah, put in the comments how much you reckon that was. Right, it's now Saturday morning. We've had about 6 mil of rain overnight. There was reports that we could have had in between 70 and 100 mil, but that hasn't quite materialised. Although I've not been walking out on the field here. It's a bit sticky, but no, I'm just looking at this. This is a cover crop, and there's a few sunflowers that virtually out. They're massive, so I'm not quite sure if they've come from last year, or they're sort of like seeded a bit before I drilled it, but it was all cultivated, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we've got several different species of plant in this field. Yeah, it's looking quite nice, and this 6 mil we've had should help stuff, because it has been very dry, and there's no cracks on this land, probably because it was cultivated in a drier time. So as it hasn't really dried out a huge amount since then, so the cracks haven't appeared. But yeah, but on some of the land where I've been baling at, some of the cracks have been massive. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see these sunflowers as they come on later, as in when the actual sunflowers heads actually come out.